Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video by McDonald Bullion. For today's video we are going to be looking at some of the reasons why people don't invest and buy silver. Some of the biggest reasons which I found on the internet, including, the likes of Warren Buffett and billionaires. Why do they stay clear of it, or why do they buy so little? We're going to take a look and discuss it in today's video. So firstly, if you are new here, then please consider subscribing if you do enjoy this content of me talking about gold and silver stacking. We talk about all different topics, and today is going to be why people don't invest in silver, what's the main reason, what is the main con. So one of the main reasons which I discovered when it comes to silver stacking, silver buying, we are well aware of some of the positives that come with purchasing, our beloved gold and silver. It has been valuable for many, many years. But why do many people hate it? Well, there is a variety of reasons. The main one being is silver doesn't pay dividends, similar to gold as well. When you purchase a silver coin, it sits there. It goes up and down in the market value. Obviously, you've got your premium on top of that. But if you choose to sell it or choose to hold it, whatever it is, it doesn't pay a dividend like stocks and shares do. If you are not aware what a dividend is, let's say you purchase a stock in a company. If you hold a stock which is a company such as Coca-Cola, they will pay you a percentage of the total stocks and amounts, etc., that you have in the company, and these can range between 1 and 10%, depending on the risk of the company. Depends on the higher the dividend. Typically, tobacco companies and things have a high dividend yield. Now, the reason for that is they are typically not looked upon as big growth stocks. Tech companies, when you look at Apple and Microsoft and places like that have those huge opportunities and growth when it comes to expanding, most of the money is put in reinvesting in the company as opposed to paying its shareholders dividends. So dividends is a payment which some people like, especially if you are in your later years and you are looking for a retirement or you are looking for steady cash flow, whatever it is. I believe currently in the UK, dividends are not taxed up until £2,000, but I believe that they are changing that rule. So make sure that you keep an eye on that change. Dividends, they can be really useful, and obviously diversification is really useful. But when it comes to silver, many people don't like it because of the dividend issue with it. Now, another reason why many people don't wish to purchase gold and silver, why they don't like it, is the premium. Now, the premium is the money applied on top of the melt price, and silver premiums here in the UK are extortionate. They are very, very expensive to purchase a silver Britannia. You will not be paying the melt value when it comes to this coin. You will be paying a much higher premium when it comes to it. Now, even if a silver price is £19, you will be paying an extra £10 just to buy the product, and that's because it's a physical asset which is tangible. You can hold it in your hand, as opposed to a stocks and shares or an ETF, for example, which is I stay clear from, but it is numbers on a screen. It is basically you are paying for an ETF, which is not like this stuff. It's not like the real stuff. You're not paying for those costs for the minting process and everything when it comes to it. So some people choose to do that. Some people like to do that. But obviously the premiums are a huge setback, especially for UK, European stackers, wherever you are, and you pay a certain amount of tax on them. Sometimes it can really, really put people off, and it has put me off silver in the past as well. I don't tend to buy silver as much as I did, and that is the reason for gold being VAT free and a better option when you look upon the premium aspect. So, silver stacking, is it still worthwhile to be purchasing in the future? Well, you've got the argument that it is undervalued by half. Silver almost reached $50, topping at $49 twice. With the way the world is going at the moment when it comes to renewable energy, the industrial metal of silver being the most reflective, will it be a in-demand metal in the future that could rise in price? Who knows? We don't know. The bottom line is we do not know what the price of silver will come to in the years ahead. When people say silver is going to be $100 an ounce, I don't personally believe that whatsoever. I think it is not going to happen. The most unlikely event of it going to $100 is extremely, I don't think it's going to happen, basically. But who knows? It may happen. It may well just happen, you know, when a gallon of milk or a pint of milk is going to be, God knows, £150 or whatever, you know, but that's going to be hyperinflation and everything, which I don't think is going to affect the gold and silver market if it did, and it's very unlikely. When it comes to the US history, people look on historical data. I do. I try and look on facts on when it comes to gold and silver purchasing, and currently the US has not defaulted. As opposed to other places, you know, when you look at Venezuela and Zimbabwe, and obviously you've got the most hyperinflation coming into different countries, which is what concerns people and what makes them purchase gold and silver, because they use it as a hedge against inflation. They use it as trying to keep money out of the currency system. But when it comes to the government and everything, no one knows if there's going to be a heightened depression. But when it comes to purchasing gold and silver, your gold and silver is only worth as much as someone's going to pay you for it. And it's incredibly unlikely that we are going to reach a scenario where it may be hard to sell it, because ultimately, even though it does take a setback in times of recession and depression, and obviously the American market, if there is a crash in the American market, gold and silver will take a hit, probably like it has done in the past, especially with COVID. If you had purchased a silver during COVID, you would have got a nice purchase at a even better deal than it currently is, arguably now. But the reason why I wanted to make this video was there is many reasons as to why you may not purchase silver, why many people like the heightened billionaires may not purchase it because of their reasons. And I understand, you know, we are not billionaires by any means. I have not got any money to even compare myself to them, and obviously this is a gold and silver stacking channel, which I try to make you think of your own sort of opinions when it comes to it, but I will just try and provide you with some of the facts and the information. But I'd love to hear what you feel when it comes to this topic, because, you know, gold and silver is a hobby, which I would suggest is a really good hobby, because not only are you purchasing different items that are collectibles, you've got the new coronation coins, you've got, you know, this Charles coin, which is the proof coin. If you want to check out that video where I unboxed it, I can leave that in the description. But there is a whole range of different pieces that you can purchase. You don't have to just purchase silver just to stack as much weight as possible. You can collect collectible coins and stuff, and you know what, at the end of the day, if you wish to purchase high premium coins which may go up in the future, maybe outperforming the performance of silver, then who's to say that's a bad thing? But the reason of this video is, of course, just addressing some of the negatives when it comes to purchasing silver, which there are many, and I'm not here to suggest that silver is going to save the world when it comes to hyperinflation and everything. But when it comes to, you know, stacking something, I believe everyone should own at least a little bit of silver. It's just, there's a huge upside, and I think many people might feel that it's worthwhile buying, especially if you are struggling with saving. It can be a really good savings option for many people as well. But please let me know how you feel about the situation when it comes to, you know, the negatives with silver. You know, why does Warren Buffett hate it so much? Does he really hate it at all? It's hard to say. He has spoken about it in the past, and I'm sure there is no such thing as absolutes when it comes to gold and silver, because there's positives and negatives on both sides. But let me know in the comments how you feel about the situation, obviously with the negatives with gold and silver. And please leave a like on this video if you stayed till the end. It really does help out the channel. We've just monetized, so of course I'm trying to create more content, more interesting content, which I'm trying to reinvest all into the channel so I can provide you with much better content and everything, and it really helps me out, so I really do appreciate it. So thanks very much for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, and of course subscribe for more. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye bye for now.